And welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday night matchup. Sorry, Sunday matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Unfortunately, if you watched my last stream, we had to adjust to a different game. Right now, we are having to adjust to another game because um, my local broadcast is not showing the Eagles and Chiefs game yet. And then I tried my YouTube TV. That is also not showing it. Right now, we are stuck with the Giants and Cowboys overtime game. It has been a weird, weird day, man. So I do apologize for the difficulties here. I've literally tried to do everything. I've tried to change the channel, try to go with somebody another app. It is not happening. So as soon as they show the Eagles and Chiefs game, I will start play by playing as much as I can, man. Um, Dang, dude, it has been weird, man. So I do apologize. Yeah, I'm trying to find some updates on Twitter, but nothing too crazy. I know that apparently the Eagles had a third down, and they targeted AJ Brown on that third down. Whew. It has been a weird day. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think this ever happened last year. Let's see here. Let's go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Nope. Still the Giants and Cowboys. You gotta be kidding me. Holy cow, man. But thank you so much, man. If you guys are joining us, as soon as we get to the Eagles and Philly game, I'm going to try to go from there, man. But until then, fortunately, we're still stuck with the Giants and Cowboys. It is a great game, 37 to 37, less than 5 minutes in overtime. I mean, it was a great game, but man, wow. On what stream are you watching the game? I literally tried my local, antenna. I tried to do that, wasn't working. I tried YouTube TV. Haven't been able to find anything yet. I think I might have found something where there's a split view, so I'm hoping they are showing the Eagles game on the right side. Right now, there it is a commercial break, so we will go from there, man. Holy cow! Wow, 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 wow! Absolutely wild. But I do appreciate you guys sticking with me here. All right, let's see what we got here. I mean, well, since we're showing it, Cowboys, Dak dropping back, throws it to the left side, breaks a tackle, and will pick up nearly the first down. It was second and 18, picked up at least 17 yards. That is George Pickens. There is a flag on the field. And it'll be against the Cowboys, so that'll wipe away that big catch and run by George Pickens. All right, let me see here. I showed up. I liked the video. Dahlia, have a great day. Go Chiefs. Here's to Hurts throwing a pick six and a defender doing a spin move into the end zone. Deuces. David, I appreciate you, man. I do apologize for everybody that's trying to watch this game here. I'm at a loss for words. What's going on here? So, but I do appreciate you guys showing up, man. I appreciate you. I have not been paying attention to the KC. I know I now have to see their first game. Yeah, it was a pretty good game against the Chargers. The offense was dealing with some injuries, um, and then their defense just didn't really play that well, man. Unfortunately, and then the Chargers' offense, man, was explosive. They didn't really get a whole lot in the running game going. Both teams actually, but Herbert was just throwing the ball all over the field, and then at the end was able to ice the game with a great run up the right sideline and a nice little slide, and that basically was the end of the game. So yeah, I'm still looking. I'm still looking. I unfortunately from my end, guys, it's gonna have to be after the overtime game here in Dallas, which is extremely disappointing. Mm, mm, mm. Gotcha. And Russell Wilson tries to get it on the screen there to the left, and that goes absolutely nowhere. Devin Singletary taken down for a loss. Looks like there's a good chance that this game against the Giants and Cowboys will finish as a tie, man. Delia, I just saw that the game will start at 3:45. So unfortunately, no, because the game is going. Unfortunately, I think, yeah. Eagles and Chiefs, 9:22 in the first. Eagles have the ball. So yeah, I think it's gonna show probably around that time around your area. Russell Wilson picked off, basically just trying to throw a ball up there to Malik Neighbors. That is a Donovan Wilson with an interception, and the Cowboys back on the field, and they will have a chance to try to get a game-winning drive going here. All right, so Philly punted it away, didn't get anything going here. I think. Let me see here. Let me update the. No, Philly still has the ball. All right, let's go. We got. All right, it was just punted away a few moments ago. Patrick Mahomes able to run the ball for 11 yards there. Tackled by Cooper DeJean. Howdy, still watching the Cowboys game, which is not a bad. I mean, it's not a bad game. I'm happy to be watching it, but I just wish it wasn't during this stream. So Dak dropping back, looking, throwing, and he finds George Pickens across the 50, and they are going to be in field goal range. Clock is still running, 1:45 on the clock. Currently up to 5 total possessions in one period of overtime. 2 for the Giants, 3 for the Cowboys. That was a pretty crazy interception by Wilson. Yes, Donovan Wilson, man, that pick, just high pointing that ball, making a heck of a play for his Cowboys. Mahomes finds Hollywood Brown for a 3-yard gain, making it 3rd and 1. Calling both games, apparently. So we got a handoff for the Cowboys, picking up about a yard on the play. That is Javonte Williams. And that's going to be an 8-yard run by Patrick Mahomes. He has 19 yards on this drive, and once again tackled by Cooper DeJean. That'll be a first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10, ball at the Philly 37. Back to the Cowboys game, we have Dak Prescott in the shotgun, single receiver to the right, running back to his right. Ball is at the 42, 2nd and 9, 36 seconds left on the clock. Dak looking, running. He's going to run up the middle to the 40, 35, 30, and slides down to the 27. Cowboys do have a timeout. 25 seconds. Clock is rolling. 24, 23, 22. And I think the Cowboys are going to be content with just running this one all the way down to see if they can kick a game-winning field goal. Patrick Mahomes tries to find Juju Smith-Schuster. That'll be incomplete after Isaiah Pacheco loses a yard on the previous play. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Still no score in the Eagles-Kansas City game. And the Cowboys will use their final timeout here in overtime. 4 seconds left to give Aubrey a chance to win this absolutely wild game here against the Giants. If you're just joining us, we are going to be streaming the Eagles and Chiefs game. Unfortunately, because of the Cowboys and Giants game going into overtime, they are not showing it in my location. I have tried to switch to YouTube TV, try to use natural airwaves, satellite to kind of get anything going, but no go. So we are stuck with the Cowboys game for right now. But it should be over in a few minutes, and hopefully they will be showing the game of the week here. Rematch of Super Bowl 57 and Super Bowl 59 just in a few minutes. And it'll be 3rd and 16 after Kareem Hunt has a false start penalty on Kansas City here. Kick is up, and it is good! And the Cowboys win it in overtime as time expires. They move on to 1-1, and the Giants will fall to 0-2 on the year. Oh, actually, no, sorry. That was a replay. My God. But now the actual kick is up, and it is good. Wow. Brandon Aubrey officially moves the Cowboys to 1-1, and the Giants will fall to 0-2. Giants are now 0-2 against division foes in the first 2 weeks. And Harrison Buckner's kick from 58 is no good. So that penalty on Kareem Hunt costing the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, let's go. Come on. Come on. Seastrom, I need a Brandon Aubrey jersey. I mean, I think you got to get one, man. This man has been establishing himself as one of the best kickers in the league over the last 2 years. So, I mean, I've said it well over a year now, just waiting for the paychecks to come in. That's fair. That's fair. Let's be honest, man. Those jerseys are not cheap. I mean, sure, you can get a knockoff one for, probably like 30 to $50, but I don't know. It just doesn't look the same, doesn't feel the same. So I do not blame you, man. I do not blame you. So once again, if you're just joining us, we are going to be streaming the Eagles and Chiefs game. Unfortunately, because the Giants and Cowboys game went into overtime, it just did not work out. We're still waiting on it. But still calling a few games here. Let me see here. So Jalen Hurts finds Devontae Smith for 6 yards. It'll be a 3rd and 1 coming up in Kansas City territory. So far, 2 plays and 9 yards on this drive for the Eagles. All right, still trying to keep you guys updated here. Jalen Hurts with a 2-yard run. Nice little, probably most likely going to be a brotherly shove there. That is a first down to the Kansas City 41. Let me see here. There we go. Finally. My goodness. All right, we are back, baby. We are back. All right, we got a first down, 1st and 10, ball at the 41. Jalen in the pistol, 2 receivers to his right, Barkley to his back. Takes the snap, handoff to Barkley to the right side, cuts up field, and we'll get it inside the 40 down to the 37 of Kansas City. My goodness, man. So that was a long wait and a long walk for a glass of water here, but we finally got the game that we are supposed to be streaming. So thank you to the Cowboys and Giants for not getting it done in regulation. How dare you? So 2nd and 6. 3 receivers bunched up on the left side. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Fakes the handoff, quick throw to the left. Gets it to Devontae Smith, who gets past the first blocker, do the 30-25, and first down, Philadelphia. All right, officially down to the 24. Hurts in the shotgun. Barkley to his left. Single receiver to that left side. Receiver in motion. Handoff up the middle. Barkley gets it down to the 20. It's actually not Barkley. Sorry, that is the former Green Bay Packer, A.J. Dillon, with a carry. All right, we got 145 in the first quarter here. Unfortunately, missing most of the first quarter here on the stream. 2nd and 5. 2 receivers to the left. Hurts in the shotgun, sending Dillon in motion. Quick pass to Dillon. He's going to have some momentum, and we'll pick up the first, breaking a tackle, and that is a nice gain of 7 yards for the Boston College product. If you're just joining us, we are back. Finally have the right game here. Unfortunately, it was delayed because of the Giants and Cowboys game going into overtime. We missed most of the first quarter, but we got the Eagles and Chiefs. We got the game that we are streaming here. Let's go. Let's go. Hurts under center. Single receiver to the right. Tight end in motion. Hands it off. Cuts up the field to the 5. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. And we did not miss the first touchdown of the game, though. Let's go. Philadelphia getting on the board first. Just a simple run to the right side. Beautiful blocking down the field as well, and Barkley just exploding after the handoff. Kick is up. It is good, and the Eagles have a 7-point lead over the Kansas City Chiefs. But yeah, man, if you guys are just joining us, it's been a strange day. The first game that we were streaming literally got cut off in the fourth quarter because it was basically a blowout. So then we had to readjust to watching and talking about another game. And then unfortunately the second game that we were supposed to be streaming did not start because one of the 1 o'clock games went into overtime. So yeah, my goodness, man. Wow. So it has been a weird second Sunday here in NFL football on the channel. But man, we are back. We are rolling, and we are just waiting for the Kansas City Chiefs to get back on the field and see how they will respond to Philadelphia scoring the first touchdown of this game. But how are you guys doing, man? So far, what has been your favorite game of today, man? There has been some wild ones. Obviously, Cowboys, Giants. We got to see a little bit of the Rams and Titans game. That was really close until the end. But man, dude. So let me know in the chat which game really surprised you. What game kind of, when you look at the score, you're like, oh, wow, really? Holy cow. I mean, the Bengals had a wild game as well. They had a big victory, even with Joe Burrow getting injured in that game. Holy cow, we got 6 viewers in here, man. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We are trying to get to 100 subscribers before October. We are at 93, man. We have been building slowly but surely as the season goes on, man. We do every primetime game, every Packer game. We do any game that we can get our hands on the channel throughout the season, along with some other content that we're trying to do as well. So if you're looking forward to that stuff, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps out the channel immensely. Appreciate you, man. Kickoff here. Caught at the 6 to the 15 to the 20, 25, across the 30 and down to the 31 is where the Kansas City Chiefs will start. Nick Sirianni pumped up on the sidelines there. To think, man, Nick Sirianni, as late as midway through last season, there was talks of him getting fired, getting let go. Was he lost the locker room here and there? Well, a couple weeks later, they would be a couple months later, they would win a Super Bowl over these Kansas City Chiefs, and now, whew, handoff up the middle here, and it's going to be a gain of just 2 yards for the Kansas City Chiefs, down to about the 33. All right, looks like that is going to be the final play here of the first quarter. Chiefs do not have to run another play. It'll be 2nd and 8 when we come back in the second quarter. Oh, man. So far, the only score was the Saquon run from a few minutes ago. Just a nice little run to the right side. Was barely touched on his way to the end zone. But yeah, let me know what your prediction is for this game, man. To me, obviously, I think the Eagles are still one of the best teams in the NFL. Their defense is playing at a high level, and that offense had a slow week one in terms of their passing game. But I mean, their running game was just as dominant as it has ever been. And with guys like Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Jahan Dotson, let me see here. I'm trying to think of all the other receivers there that they have. Dallas Goddard. That offense eventually will find its feet in the passing game. So I expect a big win for the Eagles. Kansas City is dealing with a lot of injuries, not only to their offense, but their defense was banged up last week as well. And their defense did not look the same. The pass rush wasn't the same. The secondary was pretty terrible against the Chargers. And right now, the Chiefs have yet to show that they can run the ball. They didn't do it last week. They haven't done it so far in the first quarter. So right now, you got a banged up team, a one-dimensional offense, and a defense trying to reestablish an identity against one of the more complete teams in the NFL. I think this is a game that the Eagles should win pretty comfortably, but it's Patrick Mahomes, it's the Chiefs. They still got a bunch of great weapons and some superstars on that defense, so who knows? But let me know who you think is going to win this game. What do you think the score is going to be? Is it going to be close? Is it going to be a blowout? What's it going to be? All right, we are back here. Isaiah Pacheco, the lone back in the backfield. Patrick Mahomes under center, two receivers to his right side. Ball at the 33. Mahomes looking over the middle, finds Travis Kelsey down to the 49, and that is a first down for the veteran and future Hall of Fame tight end. Just a simple route right up the seam. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 49. Mahomes, quick snap, looking, and that play did not start out really well. I believe that's going to be an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Mahomes turned around as if he was trying to as he was trying to hand it off, but there was nobody there. The play looked broken from the beginning. Luckily, he was able to get it out for an incomplete pass, not to lose any yardage. 2nd and 10. Mahomes in the shotgun, two receivers to the left, running back to his right. Juju in motion. Pat looking, throws, pumps, and it's going to take off and run to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, and finally slides down at the 27 of Philadelphia. Woo! Patrick Mahomes, man, picking up big chunks of yardage in this season, man. They cannot run the ball, but Patrick Mahomes sure can. After 2 pump fakes, just right up the middle, literally nobody in the middle of the field. Everybody was either to the sidelines or far, far up the down the field, man. Holy cow. 1st and 10, ball at the 29. It's going to be a handoff. This one goes for about 2 yards. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun, single receiver to the left. And fakes the handoff, and that play goes absolutely nowhere, man. Almost that entire Philly defense just running downfield and bringing them down for, it's either going to be a loss of 1 or right at the line. Either way, it's going to be 3rd and long coming up. All right, ball at the 27-yard line. Kelsey in motion. Pat takes the handoff in the shotgun, pressured, and he goes down for a sack back at the 39. Pressure came from the right side. Mahomes nearly got out of it, but then Zadarius Smith coming from the blind side, able to finish Patrick Mahomes off. Zadarius Smith, the former Green Bay Packer. And this will set up Harrison Buckner. He was no good from 58. He's going to try this one from 55 plus. Kick is up, and it is good. Kansas City on the board for the first time today with that Harrison Buckner kick. Sorry, not Buckner, Butker. Holy cow. All right, man. There's a nice little drive by Kansas City. Not as productive as they would have wanted, but we'll take it. We will take it. We don't want to see a blowout here, man. We want to see an interesting game. We already had one blowout today, and it did not go well. All right, a few updates from around the league. We have the Broncos and Colts. Broncos on top, 14-13. Then we have the Cardinals leading the Panthers 10-3 with 7-19. 7:19 left in the second quarter. Let's go. All right, let's look at some stats here to kind of look around. Jalen Hurts, 6 of 9 for 32 yards through the air. Saquon, 4 for 19, including a big touchdown run. A.J. Dillon, 2 for 11. Devonta Smith, 3 for 25. A.J. Brown, 1 for 7. Saquon, 1 for 0 yards. Cooper DeJean is the leading tackler with 3. We also have Zach Bond and Andrew Mukabua with a sack. They still got to update this here. All right, Patrick Mahomes, 2 for 6, 19 yards. He's run 3 times for 41 yards. He was the leading rusher for the Kansas City Chiefs last week. And it looks like he is well on his way to do the same here. Caught at the 3, Eagles return it to the 20 and taken down at the 24. Heck of a tackle by the Kansas City punt coverage team, man. Wow. Travis Kelce, 1 catch for 16 yards. Hollywood Brown, 1 for 3. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball to 24. Jalen in the shotgun, single receiver to his right. Running back to his left. Receiver in motion. Hurts looking. Gets it out to number 2 there on the swing pass to the left. And he'll bring it down to the 34 after a gain of 5 there. Down to the 29. My apologies. 29. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver to that left side as well. Oh, it's going to be a false start on the Eagles at a cost of 5, bringing it down to 2 and 10. We got 10:55 in the second quarter. Two receivers stacked up on the right side. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his right. Hurts looking, has some time. He's going to dump it underneath to Saquon. And Saquon tiptoes potentially for a first down. I think he stepped out of bounds after gaining about 4 or 5 yards. But man, dude, ran through a tackler there. Woo. So they're saying he gained 4 yards. So 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball just shy of the 29. Single receiver to the right side. Hurts in the shotgun. Shotgun again. Takes the snap. Looking. Has time, man. Has time. He's going to run. Take off to the 30. Breaks a tackle and gets the first down to about the 35 is Jalen Hurts. We will have a flag on the field, though. It's going to be on the Eagles. And that's on the Pro Bowl center, Jurgensen. Or Jurgens. Unfortunately, wiping away a great Jalen run for a first down. 3rd and 15 coming up, man. The Eagles have been shooting themselves in the foot on this drive. Back all the way to the 19. 3 receivers on the left side. Hurts looking. Just going to hand it off to Saquon, see what he can do. And he will pick up 6 yards to the 25. And the Eagles are going to punt this one away. That was a good job by Kansas City's defense, man. Keeping keeping everybody in front of them, not giving Hurts just an easy throw down the field. Punt is away. Ooh, well inside the 10. Resets at the 6, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, and a heck of a return by the Kansas City Chiefs. It looked like he was going to get dropped inside the 20. We got 8:21 as we head into another commercial break here. All right, 8:21, nearly halfway through this second quarter. All right, man, let's freaking go, man. If you guys are new here, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, man. We're trying to get to 100 before October, man, and we're almost there, man. We got 93 last time I checked. Helps out the channel immensely, man. We do every primetime game, every Packer game, any game that we can get our hands on the channel, we will do. So please, please leave a like, and helps out the channel immensely. Appreciate you. Oh my God, look at that, man. The early numbers for the Bills and Jets game, over 200 views on it, man. Well over 200 views. That is the second highest on the channel so far this season, man. Let's freaking go, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. That was literally our second biggest stream of the 2025 season. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's go. Chris Jones, man, he is animated on the sideline, man. He is one of the best players, if not one of the most disruptive single defensive players in the league. He is not happy how they're playing right now. Pat Mahomes in the shotgun, play action, quick throw to the right side, breaks a tackle, and that is Hollywood Brown with a phenomenal catch, getting a first down for the Chiefs. Let's go. First and 10. Two receivers to the left. Pat Mahomes gives the handoff to Kareem Hunt, who breaks a tackle, gets across the 50. First down, Kansas City. Ooh. Uh-oh. We get an Eagles defender holding his, looks like his left thumb, or for sure his left hand, in a very awkward position. That looks ugly. All right. First and 10, ball to 48. Another handoff to Kareem Hunt. He will get it just around the 45, gain of 3. Kansas City building some momentum in the ground game. Let's go. Second and 7. Two receivers stacked up on the left side. Mahomes in. Throws the ball and it's batted right at the line. Incomplete. Third and 7 coming up for Kansas City. Mahomes shaking his head. Oh, it wasn't. So one, Mahomes, his arm was hit as he was throwing, and the ball was batted at the line. Jalen Carter got to him. So third and 7. 2-by-2 formation. Mahomes looking. Dumps it underneath to Kareem Hunt, who has a chance, and he is tackled. And that is Cooper DeJean with an incredible one-on-one tackle, bringing him down well short of the first. It'll be 4th and 4 coming up for the Kansas City Chiefs. Oof. Cooper DeJean was not messing around there, man. Going straight for Kareem Hunt's knee there. All right. Kansas City is going for it, man. Ball at the 42. Takes the snap. Mahomes pressured. Underneath to Kelsey, who gets away to the 35-30. Still on his feet. Across the 25. Down to the 23. Is the future Hall of Famer. Wow. That ball nearly hit the ground. Mahomes kind of threw it at Kelsey's feet. Kelsey able to basically catch it right off his shoelace. Able to keep the defender at bay while just keeps on going up the field. Literally holding the ball one-handed like a loaf of bread. First and 10, ball at the 24. Mahomes under center. Isaiah Pacheco gets the handoff up the middle and will pick up about 3 yards down to the 21. All right, single receiver to the right. Mahomes in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Tight end in motion. Quick throw. Gets it out to number 83. He'll get it across the 20 down to the 19. Gain of 2. That'll set up a 2nd and 4 for Kansas City. Looks like Cooper DeJean on the tackle again, man. Cooper DeJean is flying around. All around, man. I'm pretty sure he's still the leading tackler. I believe that is his 5th or 6th tackle of the game. All right, we got a single receiver to the left, 3 to the right. Mahomes in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Takes the snap, looking, pressured, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. There is a flag on the field. Jordan Davis, number 90, was the first guy there, and I believe Jalen Carter also in on the sack. Davis was also the player that batted the ball at the line earlier on this drive. That's going to be a holding penalty. I believe it's going to be on Kansas City. So that flag will be declined, and hobbling off the field is Hollywood Brown, another injured wide receiver for Kansas City, man. Rashid Rice is suspended. They lost Xavier Worthy just a few plays into week 1 against the Chargers, and now Hollywood Brown is hobbling off the field. So it'll be 3rd and 5, ball at the 19. Mahomes lowers a shoulder, running for the first down. Wow, man. Picking up about 7 yards on the QB scramble. So it looks like it was actually offsetting penalties. So that's why it was 3rd and 15, even though There was a penalty, sack, whatever. So it was just redoing the down. Mahomes pressured, runs up the field, breaks a tackle, like I said, lowers the shoulder, and gets inside the 15 down to the 13 for a first down. Two receivers spread out on the right side. Mahomes alone in the shotgun, looking to his left, pressured, rolls to his right, has room to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes! Kansas City down 7-0 at one point, now has 9 unanswered points, barring the extra point. We'll be able to make this a 3-point lead against the team that knocked them off and won a Super Bowl against them a season ago. Butker's kick is up and right down the middle. 10 unanswered points for the 3-time Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. Kelsey animated on the sideline saying that he's sick of this. All right, man. We got ourselves a game. We got ourselves a game. All right, let's look around the league real quick. With 3:03 left in the second quarter, Broncos on top of the Colts 21-13 with 47 seconds left in the first half. The Cardinals on top by 10, 13-3 over the Carolina Panthers. Hey, what's up with these Dan Campbell Applebee's commercials? Never been to Applebee's, man. I've never been to it. I've never heard good things about Applebee's, but I don't know. It always looked like it looked like a poor man's Chili's, but who knows? And trust me, Chili's is not significantly better. All right, we are back. We got 2:44 left in the first half. Kansas City just took the lead with an incredible scramble by Patrick Mahomes, making it 10-7. Caught inside the 5 and returned down to the 23. Another phenomenal tackle by the Chiefs coverage team. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 23. Jalen in the pistol. 2 tight end set. Brown in motion. Hand off to Saquon, who cuts it up the field and down to the 29. There is a flag on the field. I think this is going to be on the Eagles. No. It's on Kansas City for holding. It's on Chris Jones. All right, we got 1st and 10 here. 2 receivers to the left. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun, pressured by Kansas City. Hurts rolling to his right. He's going to run. He's to the 40, 45, and will be very close to a 1st down. Stops the clock at 2:04. And they apparently just took it to the 2-minute warning regardless. It didn't even count down. It just said 2:04 and then 2. All right, we are at the 2-minute warning here in Kansas City. All right, man. If you guys are just joining us, man, we are streaming Eagles Chiefs today. It's going to be a wild, wild game, man. Like Kansas City's offense has been weird, but Patrick Mahomes is just literally just willing this team towards a victory. It's gonna obviously we still got a whole nother half to go, but if you're just joining us, man, please leave a like and subscribe, man. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before October. We're closing in on that number. We do every primetime game, every Packer game, any game that we can get our hands on, we do on the channel. So if you're looking forward to something like that, please leave a like, subscribe, stick around. We have some great people in the chat as well. So thank you. Regardless, if you're watching, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Patrick Mahomes is just like the guy is just having himself a season on the ground, man, and it's because of out of necessity, man. Like Mahomes, leading rusher, 5 carries, 60 yards, also has the touchdown. When you look at his teammates, Kareem Hunt, 4 for 23, still solid, 6 yards per carry. But Isaiah Pacheco, 5 carries, just 12 yards. He has had a rough return since he came out, since he came back from injury last season, late last season, actually. And on top of that, there's more injuries on the defensive side for Kansas City. They have 2 players out with injuries. One of them, Dana, a big rotational player for him. So, ball at the 45, 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun, single receiver to his right, running back to his left. Kansas City showing pressure. Takes the snap, looking. They send 3. Has time, throws deep down the left, and it'll be incomplete, but there's going to be a flag, and it's going to be on Kansas City. Number 35, Watson is hot, yelling at the referee. Let's see what this was. At first, I was going to say, no, they're both kind of fighting, but then he literally just rams into Devonta Smith there at the end. So he didn't need to do that. He was on top. All he needed to do was just kind of keep Smith in front of him. So, oh, they're actually picking up the flag. Never mind. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 45. Receiver in motion. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left. Looking, and it's going to be a quick throw to A.J. Brown across the 50 down to the 48. We got about a 3rd and 3 coming up. Clock is running. 1:35 left in the half. 4 receiver set. Hurts, shotgun, running back to his left. Kansas City showing pressure. Have 5 on the line. They send 7. Quick throw, and it's caught miraculously by A.J. Brown. Literally, he was falling down. Just stuck a hand up there just to make sure he wasn't going to get picked off. And it sticks to his hand. And it's a first down to the 44 of Kansas City. Wow. 4 receiver set. Clock under 1 minute. Hurts needs to get this one out, and it'll be incomplete, thrown out of bounds. Pressure immediately by the Kansas City Chiefs. Wow. I know these new gloves that these guys are wearing are like very, very sticky, but still, that's some coordination to be able to get your hand basically almost behind your head and catch that one. Receiver in motion, shotgun, and Hurts having a word with his center there, because that ball, he wanted that thing snapped. Did not happen. So they're going to have to burn a timeout here. That is their first one of the half. All right, we got 5 people watching here, man. Thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before October. We're closing in on that number. We do every primetime game, every Packer game. We do every game that we can get our hands on. So if you're looking forward to something like that, man, please leave a like. It helps out the channel immensely, and I appreciate you. Yeah, we were coming off one of our biggest streams on the channel. It was actually the 2nd biggest stream this season. The Buffalo Bills and Jets game, man. So definitely, we got to keep it going. We got to keep it going. All right, we're back. Hurts in the shotgun, single receiver to his left. Kansas City showing a lot of pressure here. Receiver in motion. Hurts has some time. Has some time. He's going to roll. He's going to throw. And it will only pick up about a yard, maybe two. Clock keeps rolling. A.J. Brown. To be honest with you, it might have been just better if he would have just dropped that one. And I think Hurts is going to have to use his second time out here. Yep. A little bit of frustration by Jalen Hurts. Trying to get the guys back on the line, but nobody wasn't clicking. Shaking his head as the Eagles have to burn their second time out here at 34 seconds left. And they readjusted the time to 39 seconds. 39 coming up for the Eagles here. Ball at the 43-yard line of Kansas City. So they're going to need at least 5 yards here to make this a little bit more manageable of a kick. Two receivers spread out on the right side. Jalen Hurts alone in the shotgun. Pressured by Kansas City. Quick throw. Gets it out to A.J. Brown, who will be dropped down at the 35. It'll be a yard shy of the first. What is going on here, man? The game clock didn't even move. All right, so they're just letting the clock run here, but the broadcast is struggling to figure out what's going on. Jalen Hurts, I think, is a little frustrated with Sirianni that they're not pushing the ball down the field. I think Hurts was trying to... I think Hurts was like, hey, why are we just settling for a field goal? Let's go for it, man. Let's go. All right. Eagles use their... Actually, no. Kansas City uses a timeout here, apparently. This will be a 52-yard field goal attempt for Jake Elliott, one of the best kickers in the game. Try to tie this one up before the half. And it's going to be a false start on the Eagles, and that'll move them. That'll move them back 5 yards. Yep. And that's going to be on number 47, the long snapper, Charlie Hewitt. I mean, Jake Elliott has the leg. I think he's made from 60 plus in his career, multiple times, I think, actually. So this one is going to be from 58-yard line, from 58 yards officially. All right, snap, hold, kick, and it is good. And the Eagles tie it up here just before the half. Jake Elliott with a huge kick. Big leg, man. Big leg from a little man. Let's go. All right. Officially at halftime here, a rematch of Super Bowl 57 and 59. And we've had defensive plays, we've had some good stops, we've had some good offense, and it is all tied up at 10 between these two really, really darn talented teams. Let's freaking go. All right, once again, if you guys are new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe, man. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before October. We're closing in on that number, but we need some help. So if you like what we're doing here, man, we do every possible game we can. Primetime games, Packer games, everything. So, and we're going to have a bunch of other stuff throughout the season. I'm going to try to do some power ranking videos throughout the season and things like that, man. So if you're looking forward to that stuff, leave a like, subscribe, stick around, hit up the chat. We got some really good people here as well. All right, let's look at some updates here. Actually, I do want to know what happened to Joe Burrow, man. So, so it looks like it was a toe injury for Burrow. Trying to see if there's any updates. Obviously, it just happened not too long ago, so probably hasn't even been really gotten a chance at even a second opinion. But yeah, man, it did not look good, man. He was not really able to put any kind of weight on that foot. All right. So no crazy updates here. No injury updates on Joe Burrow outside of the toe injury. Hopefully he can get healthy, man. Holy cow. Yeah, Joe Burrow, man, he's been hit with so many dang injuries throughout his career, man. All right. Let's look around the league. Let's look at some updates here. So, Broncos on top by just one, 21-20 over the Colts at halftime. And then again, Cardinals leading big over the Panthers, man. The Panthers have had a rough start to the year. Things were potentially looking good. They finished last season with some momentum, some promise, but it is not carried over to this season, man. They are down 20-3 at halftime. All right. So what do the Eagles need to do, man? They need to get their passing game going in the second half. That's if you can start getting plays down the field in big chunks, you're going to start putting more pressure on this Kansas City offense to be more than just Patrick Mahomes. You got to put up points in a hurry, man, to really be able to give your Philly defense the ability to literally just pin their ears back and go after Patrick Mahomes. Like, get some pass rush, get some pressure on him, force him to try to get the ball out quickly to his dwindling weapons, man. I don't know what Hollywood Brown, I don't know if he's coming back in this game. He looked about halfway through the second quarter, he hobbled off of the field. We're going to try to get an update on him. But yeah, man, they're basically their three top receivers are out of this game or picked up an injury. Kelsey is the only guy that I know of. Juju Smith-Schuster. Otherwise, man, there's room for these other unestablished guys to try to fill the void. But right now, man, Patrick Mahomes is really the guy that's kind of willing this team. He's got 60 yards on just 5 carries, has the one touchdown. So yeah, if Hurts and this offense can kind of get going through the air, I think that you're going to start to see some of the Kansas City offense start to kind of press. That's what you want. You want to see them trying to hold on to the ball, trying to find the big play that gives your pass rushers time to be able to get to the quarterback. Now on the other side, for the Kansas City Chiefs, they just got to find somebody that can run the ball. Somebody that can run the ball, somebody that can help out Patrick Mahomes because he is having to do a lot of the leg room. So far, Travis Kelsey, 2 for 34. Otherwise, Hollywood Brown is the nearest pass catcher with just 2 catches for 13 yards. And even I don't know if he's back in the game. Let's check it out here. Yeah, no official word on him, so I believe he might be okay then. But still, that's not a whole lot of production from your receiving and tight end rooms there. So these guys got to get open for him. And then for these defenses, I like what the Eagles are doing in terms of getting to the getting to the quarterback, but they gotta stop shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties, man. One of them, not only did they take away a huge sack on third down for them against Patrick Mahomes, but that penalty basically created offsetting penalties, and then a few plays later, allowed Patrick Mahomes to scramble to the right, pick up the touchdown that gave Kansas City a 10-7 lead. So right there, man, from sack, potential punt, to all of a sudden Kansas City is celebrating a touchdown and taking the lead. So you gotta stop doing that, man. You gotta stop shooting yourself in the foot, especially when you make a massive play against a really tough offense. And for Kansas City's team, they actually been doing a lot better in the in the second quarter here. They've been able to get some pressure on Jalen Hurts. They're moving him off his spot. They're forcing him to just dump it underneath. You can tell that the Eagles really want to push this ball down the field because there hasn't really been too many guys that Hurts can just dump it down to. You saw A.J. Brown have to come back and pick up basically only a yard on a play. You've seen Hurts have to throw it away for out of bounds because he didn't have anybody, down the field or anybody within a couple yards. So Eagles trying to push it down the field, but the pressure that Kansas City's defense has been able to apply over the last couple drives starting to work a little bit here and there. If I'm the Eagles, get the ball to Saquon, man. Whether you're handing it off or you're getting him involved in the passing game, you got to get the ball to your best player. All right, play your game, man. Do not let the Kansas City Chiefs dictate how you play the game. All right, we are coming back from the halftime break here. Yeah, Mahomes and Hurts both less than 65 yards through the air. The only difference is Mahomes has 60 rushing yards to Jalen's 13, as well as the rushing touchdown. Little hop skip. Kansas City will return it to the 20, 25, and down to the 27. Are the Kansas City Chiefs with a chance here to try to retake the lead to start the second half? So apparently, and I'll talk about that in a second here. So first and 10, Mahomes alone in the shotgun, three receivers to his right. Quick throw, and he finds, who is that there? Juju. Yeah, finds Juju on that right side there for a nice gain of about 5. So yeah, apparently as everybody was heading to the locker room, Sirianni was, I don't want to say getting in the face of a referee, but let's just say he was close, having some choice words, pointing a finger, and the referee pointed right back. So 2nd and 5, ball at the 32. Pressure up the middle. Mahomes has to get the ball out quick. Gets it out to Kelsey down to the 35. Gain of 3. So we got a 2nd and about 2 coming up. And if you're just joining us, please leave a like and subscribe, man. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before October. We're closing in on that number. We do every possible game we can on the channel. Primetime games, Packer games, anything. So if you want to be part of that, leave a like, man. It helps out the channel immensely. Mahomes in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, throws it underneath, finds Juju Smith-Schuster, who gets blown up right away. Maybe got half the yardage that they needed, and that'll be 4th down for the Kansas City Chiefs. Who was that, man? Holy cow. Number 24, literally coming in like a freaking missile. That is Andrew Makuba, the rookie out of Texas, man. Woo! Second round pick, the last pick in the second round. Kid looks fast. Kid looks fast. Handoff up the middle and will be taken down behind the line. And that is going to be a turnover on downs. Eagles defense saying, nah, 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 nah. Oh, that was actually a fumble, I think. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. It was going to be a turnover on downs. But yeah. No, so it looks like, yeah, somebody got the hands on it, but it wasn't a fumble. That was a Nolan Smith Jr., man, with an incredible tackle. All right, we're going to commercial break here, but when we come back, the Eagles are going to get the ball with a relatively short field. All right, we're coming back from commercial break here. Obviously, turnover on downs. Eagles already in Kansas City territory. Ball at the 35. Single receiver to the right. A.J. Brown in motion. Hand off to Saquon. Takes it off to the right. And will be good for about a yard, it looks like. Heck of a job by the Kansas City defense, man. So far, they've held Saquon in check outside of that big run when he scored the touchdown. It's been hard for him to find running room. All right. Forward receiver set. Hurts in the shotgun, gets it out to Saquon on the little swing pass to the left. And once again, only picking up about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up. All right, single receiver to the left. Hurts in the shotgun, running back to his left. Receiver in motion. Pressure by Kansas City immediately up the middle and hits Devontae Smith in the hands, but unable to haul it in. And he is also hurt on the sidelines after landing right on his back. Oof, man. Yeah, Hurts literally had zero time, man. Two free rushers up the middle. Just threw it up there to give his guy a chance. And like I said, it hit Smith right in the hands. There was a defender right there, man. And we're going to go to a commercial break. Likely going to see the Eagles have to settle for a field goal here. All right, let's look around the league here. Let's see what the scores are for the late afternoon games. So, Broncos scoring a touchdown to make it 28-20 over the Colts with 10:21 left in the third. Colts do have the ball at the Denver 45. And looking at the Cardinals Panthers game, that game is getting out of hand. It is 27-3. Cardinals on top with 6:14 left in the third. Yeah, that is ugly. Like, I'm not necessarily going to say Bryce Young is not the answer, man, but I think you're 2+ seasons in. Yeah, they don't have a great team surrounding him, but he's also not elevating that team. I mean, the clock is starting to run out on Bryce Young in Carolina for sure. All right. Jake Elliott in to kick this one. He's made one from 58, this one from 51. Snap, hold, kick is about as perfect as you can get, man. Holy cow. There we go. The Eagles break the deadlock here in the third quarter, 11:28, and they take the lead by 3. Let's keep it going. see here. Bo Nix, man, 18 of 22, a buck 51 through the air, 3 touchdowns. Holy cow. J.K. Dobbins, 9 for 44. Daniel Jones, 16 for 23, 269, 1 touchdown. Tyler Warren, the rookie tight end out of Penn State, 3 catches, 70 yards. Good thing I started him in fantasy, man. I almost benched him this week. Let's freaking go. Let's hope he finishes over 100. All right. Elliott to kick this one away. Caught at the 7. Kansas City returns it to the 15, to the 20, 25, and taken down about a yard or two shy of the 30. There we go, man. Let's see what this Kansas City offense can do, or let's see what also this Eagles defense can do. They were able to put some pressure on Mahomes on the last drive, and obviously able to take a huge leap in what they were able to stop on 4th down, man, causing a turnover on downs to help set up the Eagles' field goal there. So we got 1st and 10, ball at the 29. Mahomes in the shotgun, hands it off to Pacheco, and violently running to the 34. 5-yard gain. Isaiah Pacheco, I think I've said it before, man, just terrifying when he runs the ball. Got the dreads running. He's like just shoulder pads everywhere. David Stegosaurus with some green and gold hearts. Let's go. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? How you doing? All right, we got Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. 2 running backs. Play action. Looking. Throws over the middle. Ball is batted down. 3rd and 6 coming up. Man, the one thing the Eagles front line does so dang well, man. They have active hands. If they can't get to the quarterback immediately, as soon as they see him ready to throw that ball, they get their hands up. Again, 3rd and 6, ball at the 34. Mahomes in the shotgun. Kareem Hunt on his left side. Pressure. Has time, throws it to the left, has a man open, and incomplete. Overthrowing Thornton on that, who was just streaking down that left side. There was a defender there, but, I mean, he had him beat. That is as open as you can get in the NFL. Oof. David, I'll show up for tonight's stream. Have a good rest of the afternoon. You as well, my dude. I appreciate you. We'll see you in a bit. Punt is away. Eagles fair catch it at the 18-yard line, it looks like. There is a flag. That was Jahan Dotson on the fair catch. So it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Kansas City, maybe? Actually, no. It's actually going to be on the Eagles, so that'll move them half a distance to the goal, so probably just inside the 10. But again, if you're new to the channel, man, please leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 before October. We're closing in on that number. We're closing in. We're closing in. We do every game that we possibly can on the channel, man. Primetime games, Packer games, anything we can get our hands on, we're going to do it. So yeah, man, if you want to be along for the ride, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps out the channel immensely. Thank you. right, let's do a little bit of a fantasy update on me, man. Let's see how the team's doing. Woo! All right. Doing okay, doing okay. Fortunately, Josh Allen did not have his best game, only gave me 12 points. Chuba Hubbard having a rough day. Montgomery gave me some good points. Lamb gave me some good points. St. Brown absolutely had himself a freaking day. Holy cow, St. Brown. Three touchdowns and a $115 through the air. Let's freaking go. All right. Bang. That was a rough one. All right, we are back. It's going to be 10:30 in the third quarter. Ball just inside the 10. Hurts under center. Hands it off to Saquon, who cuts it upfield and is across the 15 down to about the 18-yard line is the former New York Giant. Let's freaking go. All right, we got two receivers spread out on the left. Jalen in the pistol. Saquon behind him. Receiver in motion. Another handoff. Saquon picking his way. Bounces it up to the outside on the right side. And it'll be a first down run for Saquon Barkley. Let's freaking go. All right, first and 10. Jalen under center. Single receiver to the left. Tight end in motion. Handoff to Saquon, who cuts it upfield to the 30. Gets the first down to about the 35. Is another Saquon run. Let's freaking go. There's a handoff to the left and then just cut it against the grain. First and 10, two receivers spread out on the right side. Jalen in the pistol. Handoff. And Saquon picks his way for a gain of 3 there. Officially 2nd and 8. Single receiver to the left. Hurts in the pistol. Running back behind him there. And it'll be a false start. And that's going to be on A.J. Dillon. And catching some of the ire from his quarterback, man. Officially, it's actually going to be on Lane Taylor. Second and 12. Clock at 7:40 in the third. Receiver in motion. Hurts takes the snap. Looking. Pressured. He's going to take off and get absolutely clotheslined for a sack. Mm. And that was big man number 55, Omar Norman Lott with. I mean, dude, that looked like a clothesline that you see at like a WWE event, man. Jesus. Just great coverage. Great coverage down the field. And that sets up a 3rd and 16 back at the 28. Three receivers on the right side. I'm assuming a handoff here. Yep. They ran the ball from this formation before. And Dylan able to pick up some decent yardage, but well short of the first. Punt is away. It's going to go into the end zone. Kansas City will have some good field position to start this next offensive drive. Yeah, man, this is a significantly better performance from Kansas City's defense, man. They're stopping the run and they're getting to the quarterback. A big, big upgrade from week one when they didn't give up a big chunk of yardage on the ground necessarily to any one individual player, but the Chargers were able to kind of pick up, 3 to 4 yards at a clip. And on top of that, did not do a good job of stopping the passing game from Justin Herbert, or it was just big chunk plays, man. Lad McConkey able to pick up big chunks. Um, Johnston, once again, receiver for the Chargers, man, just picking up big chunks of plays. But in this game, it's been harder to come by. So a big, big improvement from KC's defense. Spagnolo seems like this is like kind of like this is in his bag. This is another game. This is probably the game that they've been waiting for since the schedule came out. All right, let's look around the league. Let's look at some scores. So Broncos and Colts got a little bit closer, 28-23. Broncos still on top with 2:43 left in the third. Looks like the Panthers finally got into the end zone, tried to go for two apparently, but did not get it. So that is a 9-27 game at the start of the fourth quarter. And we have 6:07 here in the third quarter as Patrick Mahomes takes the field, shotgun, fakes the handoff, looks, gets it to Kareem Hunt, actually Isaiah Pacheco, who will catch it at the 24, taking it down to the 26, a gain of 6. All right, nice little play to get them going. So officially a gain of 7. So 2nd and 3, handoff to Pacheco, running hard, breaks a tackle, gets it to the line to gain, and that's a first down for the Chiefs. Yeah, Pacheco is a guy that I think the phrase is he runs like he's angry at the ground. Just big giant stomps. Man. All right. Mahomes in the shotgun, Pacheco to his right, three receivers to that left side. Sends a receiver in motion. Hand off to Pacheco up the middle, and will be good for about 3 yards on the play, down to about the 33. And if you're just joining us, please leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 before October. We're closing in on that number. Thank you so much. Mahomes in the shotgun, receiver in motion. Looking over the middle, finds Travis Kelce to the 40, to the 50, to the 45, and in Philadelphia territory. And there it is, man. Working on the second year corner. Cooper DeJean stiff arming him. And the multi time All Pro tight end, future Hall of Famer, Mr. Taylor Swift himself, picks up some good yardage. 4 catches, 61 yards on the day so far. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 44. Kelce in motion, play action. Mahomes rolling out to his right. He's going to run, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on that little scramble. All right, man. This Eagles defense, man, is looking winded. Single receiver to the right. Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Mahomes, quick throw, gets it out to Hollywood Brown for a gain of about 8. Brown working on Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson. All right, 3rd and 1. Single receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Mahomes in the shotgun with a running back to his right side. Gray in motion, handoff up the middle, and Kareem Hunt picking up 3 yards and a 1st down for the Chiefs. All right, a ball will be officially spotted at the 33-yard line for the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 receivers spread out on that left side. Mahomes in the shotgun. Play action, rolling to his left, finds his receiver, Hollywood Brown. And they're going to spot him just 2 yards ahead of the line to gain 1st down for the Chiefs. That was a nice little motion, man. Everybody started moving to the right side. Mahomes faked it like he was going to hand it off, and then immediately started to sprint to the left and just bam, just lasered a throw to Brown there. Mahomes, shotgun, 2 backs on each side. Sorry, 1 back on each side. Hollywood in motion. Handoff to Pacheco, who is going to be taken down for a loss of about 3 or 4 there. Nolan Smith said, nah. Sorry, not Nolan Smith. That is Zadarius Smith. Jalen Carter, also part of that group to bring down Pacheco. Second and two. Sorry, second and 12. Single receiver to the right. Quick throw. Gets it out to his receiver, Thornton, who picks up a good chunk of yardage. I think that's going to be about 8 yards through the air. All right, and that'll bring us to the end of the third. We are headed to the fourth with a 3-point lead by Philadelphia, but Kansas City is marching down the field to either try to tie this one up or take the lead. Still everything to play for in the fourth, man. Holy cow. All right, scoring update. Broncos still leading by 5 against the Colts, 14-11 in the fourth quarter. Still the same score for the Panthers, 9-27, 10:30 left in that game. All right, boom, boom, boom. All right, as we're coming back to this game, man, if you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 before October. We're very close to it, man. But regardless, man, leave a like on this video, man. Please, it helps out the channel immensely. We appreciate you. And Mahomes hands it off to his running back. It'll be 3rd and 2, but looks like he's going to be about a half a yard shy of the first. Heck of a job, man, by this front seven of the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Butker was out there trying to get on the field, but Kansas City going to go for it here on 4th and short. Three tight end set. Fullback, running back. Hands it off, and it's a first down. Kareem Hunt from the fullback position gets it down to the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Chiefs here. Still with the opportunity to take the lead with a touchdown. All right, we're going to another commercial break here. My goodness. Come on, guys. Come on. All right, let's update on some stats here before we get back to the game. Hurts 12 for 18, 62 yards through the air. Saquon leading rusher, 12 for 60, touchdown on the ground as well. A.J. Dillon, 3 for 19. A.J. Brown leading receiver, 5 catches for just 27 yards. Devonta Smith, 3 for 25. Let's see here. Kansas City, a little bit more successful through the air. Pat Mahomes, 14 for 21, a buck 17. And Mahomes is also still the leading rusher, not only for his team, but for the entire game. He's got 6 runs for 63 yards and a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 7 for 27. Isaiah Pacheco, 10 for just 22 yards. Travis Kelce, 4 for 61. Hollywood Brown, 5 catches, 30 yards. And Taquan Thornton, 1 for 10. All right, we are coming back. 14:01 left in this game, man, and everything to play for. Kansas City has the ball with an opportunity to take the lead. First and goal from the 10. Mahomes under center, single back in the backfield. Hands it off to Kareem Hunt, who will get it down to the 6, gain of 4 on that run. All right, we got second and goal. Mahomes alone in the shotgun. 2 receivers spread out to the left. Running back in motion, orbit motion. Throws over the middle and intercepted! In and out of the hands of Travis Kelce and into the hands of the rookie. He's down to the 40. Unbelievable. Great play by this Philly defense. And that is Andrew Mabuka out of Texas, the rookie. Again, it hit Travis Kelce right in the hands. He was at the 2, and it just bounces right off of his hands, man, and into the waiting hands of the rookie out of Texas. Woo! Oh my God, man. That whole drive, just driving down the field little bit by little bit, methodically driving down the field. It wasn't, they didn't get really help with any penalties. It wasn't like, oh, that shouldn't have. It was great, just offense, patient offense, methodical offense. And it all just gets blown up from one mistake from a guy that you don't expect it to come from. Travis Kelce, man. Wow. Wow, 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 man. Come on, man. You got to leave a like for that. That is a heck of a play from a young rookie. Wow. So let's look at this young man while we have some time. So he's a second round pick out of this year's draft. Again, Texas Longhorn. So Andrew Mukuba is the official name there. I've been butchering this young man's name. I apologize. I apologize. Andrew Mukuba. Freshman All American. ACC Defensive Player of the Year. This was when he was back, I'm assuming, in Clemson. Just a phenomenal play, man. That's a rough one, man. That is a route that you see Kelsey run all the time, man. Pretends like he's about to go in the flat and then just cuts it back inside, almost like a little angle route that you kind of see from running backs who try to get outside the tackle and then cut it back in. Frustration from the veteran tight end. So 1st and 10, ball back at the 41 of the Eagles here after the interception by the rookie safety. Little toss to Saquon, who tries to cut it back inside, but will only pick up about a yard on the play. So good job by this front seven, man. Kansas City has barely given Saquon much to run with. So there's going to be a late flag, actually, and that's going to be on Leo Chanel for a face mask. But it's actually going to be on 90, not on Leo. So 1st down in Kansas City territory, ball at the 43. Jalen takes the snap, tosses it to Barkley on the left side. He has some room inside the 40 down to about the 36. All right, we got 2nd and 3 coming up for the Eagles. Single receiver to the left, Saquon to Jalen's right in the shotgun. Sorry, to Jalen's left on the shotgun. Jalen looks, finds his tight end for a 1st down, gain of about 5 or 6 there. That is number 83, Granson, with a nice little catch and run. Granson, the 3rd tight end on the depth chart here. 2 receivers spread out on the right side. Shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Saquon, who will maybe pick about half a yard up. All right, so 2nd and 7. 2 receivers spread out on the left side. 3 receivers bunched up on the right side. So ball at the 31. Quick throw, and it's nearly intercepted. Trying to get it to A.J. Brown on the slant route. A.J. was not expecting that one. The ball was a little bit ahead of him, but clearly not looking for it. Nearly got picked off by McDuffie. All right, so we got 3rd and 10. Kansas City showing pressure here. A.J. Brown in motion. Jalen in the shotgun, takes the snap, pressure, throws it up, tries to get to his receiver who catches it inside the 5. Devonta Smith taken down at the 4. First and goal for the Philadelphia Eagles. And that was Trent McDuffie on the coverage. All right, officially ball spotted at the 3. Fullback, running back formation, tight end in motion. A.J. Brown, the lone receiver to the right side. Saquon gets taken down back at the 5. That is Chris Jones making a big play. Big players make big plays. Simple as that. Bringing down one of the best running backs, if not the best running back in the league, for a loss of 2. Second and goal from the 5. All right, we got a condensed formation there. Saquon to Jalen's right in the shotgun. Receiver in motion. Saquon is going to get to the ball and to the 1. He is held up there. Nice gain of 4 by the former Penn State Nittany Lion. Let's go. Third and goal. So you're thinking brotherly shove, you get 2 cracks at it. All right, ball just outside the 1. They're going for the brotherly shove here. Snap, ball, and it's into the end zone. I think that initial surge was stopped, but then I think the second effort got to it. But officially, the word is going to be just shy of the first. Sorry, just shy of the goal line inside the 1-yard line. Ooh, I don't know, man. His leg never hits the ground, and I think it was right at the goal line. But, all right. 4th and goal. They're going for it again. And there's going to be a challenge flag thrown. I think Sirianni is going to try to get a second look at this one. I mean, I guess it does depend on when they blew the play dead. But his leg never hits the ground. And the ball, I think, from what I'm seeing, it's literally right on the goal line. All right. So we're going to go to a commercial break while they look at this. Man, dude, this game is tense, man. It's tense. It's what you expect from 2 teams that were in the Super Bowl last year. Some big defensive plays, some decent offense, some really good special teams, actually, from both teams. I think the special teams for each team has probably been the most consistent. All right, man. Again, if you're just joining us, man, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before October hits. We're very close, man. We're very, very close. Let's see if we can get there, man. But yeah, man, we do every primetime game, every Packer game, any game we can get our hands on the channel, we do. So if you're looking forward to something like that, please leave a like and subscribe. Stick around. Hit up the chat, man. We got some great people that always hit up our chat, man. But regardless, man, I appreciate you guys watching regardless. there it is. There's the view. But apparently, New York said no, even though you can clearly tell it's right at the goal line. Eagles rush into the line and they get into the end zone, and that is a touchdown for the Philadelphia Eagles. With 7:48, Jalen Hurts, QB sneaking a brotherly shove. And that already makes it a 2-possession lead against the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, Elliott going to try to make this a 10-point game. Kick is up right down the middle. And the Eagles, with 7:48 left in the game, have taken a 20 to 10 lead. Eagles capitalizing on the interception at the goal line. Once again, it looked like it was going to be a touchdown for Kansas City. It hit Kelsey right in the hands. He was at the 2, had a little bit of space, outweighed the defender by a good chunk of yardage, but unfortunately that ball just literally bounced in and out of his hands and into the waiting arms of the rookie safety for the Philadelphia Eagles. Was able to get a good return to about the 40-yard line of the Eagles, and then a great throw on 3rd and short by Jalen Hurts, able to find Smith to get it inside the 5 to set up that touchdown you just saw, and the Eagles up by 10. All right, I'm going to use the bathroom before these final few minutes. I will be right back. Enjoy the couch. All right, he's been on a big kick of history, so if he discusses that, let me know. Coming back. Oh my God. All right. Missed the return. Darn it. Ah. All right. But the good thing is we didn't miss a play from scrimmage. That's a good thing. All right. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 26. Receiver in motion. Mahomes in the shotgun. Single receiver to the right side. Running back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap, looking, has time, has a clean pocket. Is going to roll out to his left and take off and run for about 3 yards. Runs out of bounds as well, but the clock will continue to run. Looks like let me see here, number 90, Jordan Davis, the big man, trying to get to the sidelines here. 2nd and 7. 2 receivers stacked up on the right side. Mahomes takes the snap, looking, throws to the left, and unable to connect with Travis Kelce, who drops another one. Oof. Kelce was having himself a phenomenal game, man. The first 3 quarters, he was the leading receiver by far. It still is, I think. He had like 61 plus yards, man. And now the last couple times Mahomes has gone to his reliable target, it's been no good. So 3rd and 7, 3 receivers on that right side. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. Pressure by the Eagles. Free rusher over the middle and incomplete. Trying to get it to Noah Gray, and Mahomes ends up on the ground. And that was Jihad Campbell. I think he's a rookie this year. Was the free runner to Mahomes. Gave him a little bit of a shoulder check, brought him down, and unfortunately Kansas City with 7:09 will punt this one away. That is Matt Ariza kicking this one away. Nearly got blocked. Great punt. Caught at the 2. Nice little move, and we'll get it out across the 15 down to the 16 is Jahan Dotson. All right. Let's look around the league while we're on commercial break, man. We got some really close games. So the Broncos still up on the Colts, but this time the lead has shrunk to just 2 points, 28-26. 3:15 left in that game. Broncos do have the ball at the Colts 45. And at one point it was 27-3. Panthers were trailing, but now they have shrunk the lead just a little bit to 15-27. They do have the ball at Arizona's 31 with 2:45 left in the game. So still down by 2 possessions, but man. Oh boy. Man, we got some close games. Got some really, really close games here. All right, man. If you're watching, man, and you haven't subscribed, please do like the video, man. We do as many games as we can on the channel, man. We're trying to get to 100 before October. Let's go, let's go. All right, final minutes here in this game. 6:57 left. Eagles with an opportunity to ice this game with a touchdown on this drive. Ball at the 16. Hurts under center. Sends the tight end in motion. Handoff to Saquon, who cuts it upfield. Breaks the tackle and will get it out across the 20 down near the 21. All right, we got 2nd and 6. Two receivers to the left. Hurts in the pistol. Barkley to his back. Another handoff to Barkley. This one to the right side. And he will be very close to a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 coming up for the Eagles. Barkley running into his own man there. All right, man. Signature move for the Eagles. The brotherly shove coming up here. They just need a yard. Ball at the 25. And Jalen Hurts able to get the necessary yardage. No official word just yet. And there it is. First down, Eagles. The Kansas City Chiefs nearly, literally, almost snatched the snap there. All right, under 5 minutes here. 1st and 10. Toss to the right, and this play will be blown dead. And it's going to be a timeout by the Eagles here. That is their 2nd of the half. Apparently, I forgot to take the first one off that they used pretty early in the 3rd quarter. I'm slipping over here, man. Unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. All right. 1st and 10. After the brotherly shove, it's going to be a handoff to Saquon, and he'll maybe get a yard on the play. All right, we got 2nd and 9 here. Two receivers to the left. Hurts in the pistol. Barkley behind him. He gets the handoff. Barkley running to the right, and he will be taken down for about a loss of 1 on the play. Oh, my goodness. All right, man. Can Kansas City get a stop here, man? Can they get a turnover, too, man? They're going to need that. They're down by 2 possessions. Time is running out. 3rd and 2. 4 receiver set. Eagles in the shotgun. Running back 2. Jalen's left. Kansas City did use their second timeout here. They get the tackle. Drew Tranquil with a phenomenal tackle to bring up a 4th down. And Kansas City will use their final timeout here. All right, punt is on the way here. Kansas City will get the ball one more time here. Fair caught at the 28-yard line, it looks like. Uh-oh. We got some John. Broken up. There we go. Don't be dumb. If you're the Eagles, why are you talking? You're about to win the game. And if you're Kansas City, why are you talking, man? The worst thing you can do is get a penalty and move this offense further back. All right, we got 4-24. Single receiver to the left. Pat Mahomes takes the snap, looking, and he's going to be wrapped up down at the 25. And that looks like it was Ojimo with a sack. Second and 13. Pressure. Mahomes throwing it deep down the left. Wide open is Thornton. There was nobody, and I mean nobody, within 15 yards of him, man. What happened here? Oh, his defender fell. Dude, if Mahomes lofts that one, that's a touchdown. That is 100% a touchdown. If he stays on his feet, nobody's going to catch him. 3rd and 13, Mahomes looking, throws it up, and it's broken up by the Eagles. Mitchell with a last-second batted pass, but there is a flag on the field. I think it's going to be on the Eagles, probably roughing the passer. Let's see. Personal foul, roughing the passer. There it is. Yep. Can't have the game end like that, right? Listen, man. Listen. First off, I'm not going to say the thing that the NFL is a little overprotective on the quarterbacks. You got to know. You got to know, man. And I know you're a rookie, number 30, But you got to know that if you are anywhere near Patrick Mahomes' head, it's automatic first down. Quick throw and trying to get it to Noah Gray. That will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. So definitely a little boneheaded move there by the Eagles, by one of the younger players. You know, hey, everybody makes a mistake. It's only your second game, but got to learn from it. Mahomes in the shotgun, takes a snap, looking, has a clean pocket, throws to the right sideline, and incomplete. Once again, trying to get it to Thornton. This one, a little bit better defense. Stayed on his feet. That is a Dory Jackson. Oh, Thornton had it right here, man. It just bounced right off of his chest. I think if he gets 2 hands on it, that's a catch. All right, we got 3rd and 10, ball at the 40. Single receiver to the left. Mahomes in the shotgun with a running back to his left side. He's got a clean pocket, but he's still going to roll out to the right. He finds a man down the field at the 40 of the Eagles. And that is that Remingo? Usually a kick and slash punt returner. But Remingo making a play, getting the ball down to the 39 of the Philadelphia Eagles. 3:15 on the clock. Mahomes, quick snap, looking, is going to run to the 35, takes a tackle, and is going to get brought down after a gain of 4. There is a flag on the field, though. This one is going to be coming back. It's a holding penalty on Kansas City, so... Where's the... Oh, there it is. Yep. So 1st and 20, ball back at the... nearly at the 50. Juju in motion. Takes the snap. Mahomes looking. Has some time. Throwing deep down the field to a wide open Thornton in the end zone. And that is a touchdown for the young man, Taquan Thornton. And Kansas City is not dead yet. Great play design, man. Great play design. You had Juju with the motion, moving some of that defense out to the sideline. Then you had the deep crossing route that took I think it was DeJean out across to basically running to the right sideline. And then in comes Thornton just right up the middle. Perfect job. Perfect job. The extra point is good. And it is a 3-point game. Mitchell almost made a play on it, man. Number 27. Great closing speed. Got his hand in between Thornton's, but Thornton able to haul that one in. We got 3 minutes in this game. Kansas City does not have any timeouts, so realistically, I'm trying to think here. Not even 2 first downs. So anywhere between 1 to 2 first downs is going to be enough to ice this one. But Kansas City is not going to rely on that. They're going to try to do an onside kick here. All right, man. Let's go. Buckner still hasn't put the ball down, so while he's doing that, hey, if you're watching, thank you. please leave a like and subscribe, man. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before October. We're close. Kick is up, and it's going to be caught by the Eagles around the 40. That is A.J. Brown with some secure hands. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Little curricular activity. No flags yet. No flags yet. There we go. Not going to lie, man. This second half lasted a while. A lot of timeouts, a lot of incomplete passes. All right. Single receiver to the left. Barkley alone in the backfield. Jalen hands it off to Barkley, who breaks a tackle and is going to be very close to a first down, gain of about 8 or 9, depending on the spot. Either way, that is exactly what you wanted. If you can get a first down after the 2-minute warning, it is going to be a victory. Kansas City cannot stop the clock. They used all their timeouts. Eagles do have one left. Either way, they're already in field goal range too, so they could technically push this to a 6-point lead. And the Eagles are going to try to... There was a flag, apparently. And it's going to be on Kansas City. That is an automatic first down. Oh. That is killer, dude. Okay, I can understand what the rationale is if because the clock does stop with that penalty this late, and you get an automatic first down. But I don't know, man. It's all right. So actually, 2nd and 11, it was declined by Sirianni, and the brotherly shove gets another first down. And this will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, it looks like the Eagles are... Actually, never mind. Sorry, the 2-minute warning here stops the clock. And from the looks of it, it looks like the Eagles are going to escape Arrowhead with a big victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. This game significantly closer than their Super Bowl matchup from a season ago. All right, man. We got 5 people watching this game. Hey, please leave a like and subscribe, man. We're trying to get to 100 before October. We're close. We're close. All we need is a little bit of help. We need a little bit of a push here. So thank you so much, man. Thank you for watching. Again, it helps out the channel immensely. Please leave a like and subscribe. All right, man. We do every possible game that we can on the channel, man. We do primetime games. We do Packer games. We do it all, man. So if you want to be a part of that, leave a like. I don't know why I did finger guns. I don't think I've ever done that on this stream or in life, honestly. Yeah, I'm not a big finger. I don't know. You know, that's what happens, man. That's what. Ignore the if the finger gun stopped you from subscribing. Don't worry about that. We don't do that here. Unless you did subscribe because of the finger guns, then hey. No? Okay. That's fine. No. All right, let's look around the league, man. We got some games that are finishing up along with this one. Looks like the Broncos. Oh, boy. Colts going to 2-0, beating the Denver Broncos 29-28. Dang. And once again, another close game. Carolina coming back. Still trailing, but they were down 3-27, a 24-point deficit. And right now they have the ball and they are just down 22-27, 5-point game. They have the ball at the 43, 3rd and 20, 44 seconds left. They have an opportunity to win this game if they can convert this big 3rd down. Wow. Heck of a game by Carolina, man. Coming back, down by 24, scoring 19 unanswered points to make that a game. All right, it's actually 3rd and 1 here for the Eagles, and the brotherly shove gets it. 1st down, and that is the game. It's over. No flags. And what a game by the Eagles. That ices it to... Hold on. They're saying fumble. Who has the ball? What's the official word? I mean, each team is pointing the other way. And right now, the official word is Eagles hold on to the ball, and the clock continues to run. Did the Chiefs get the ball? From the looks of it, no. But I guarantee you, New York is going to look at this one. The NFL would love nothing more than to give this Eagles team, the Chiefs, a second chance. Not because they're the Chiefs. I think that's just because they want some drama, man. Oh, they're reversing field. They're reversing the call. I think they're reversing the call. Hold on. So no true official word yet. But from the looks of it on the screen, I think it's still Eagles ball. And okay, officially, no fumble. Eagles keep the ball. So they're just going to kneel the ball twice and get a big victory to move to 2-0. And the Kansas City Chiefs, the 3-time defending AFC champions, will start the season 0-2. And Sistra. Okay, Eagles have it. That is correct. Man, dude, that was a woo, there's a little bit of sweating there at the end. Woo. All right, man, we got 7 people watching. Let's go. Leave a like and subscribe, man. We're trying to get to 100 on the channel before October. Come on, baby. Help me out. Help me out. No, man, I appreciate you guys watching, man. Thank you so much. Big victory for the Eagles. Again, they move on to 2-0. Kansas City drops to 0-2. It was a rough fourth quarter it was actually a rough second half for the Kansas City Chiefs, but a rough fourth quarter for Travis Kelce, man. Couple drops, including one that bounced off his hand right at the goal line that was picked off. That, I mean, even if you think about it, that is 3 points at the very least. That makes it 20-20. You're looking at overtime here. Dang, dude. That is a rough one for a very, very good tight end. Future Hall of Famer. It's a tough one. So We'll move the records here to their proper positions. 2-0 for the Eagles and 0-2 for the Kansas City Chiefs, man. So that's a new one. I don't think we've seen Kansas City start out 0-2 in a long, long time. All right. But yeah, man. Once again, if you're new to the channel, leave a like, subscribe. Trying to get to 100 before October. We're working at it, man. We're working on it. We do it as many games as we can on the channel. Last week we did 6. This week we're on pace for 5. And game number 4 is coming up in probably less than an hour. So tune in for that one as well. We just finished up a rematch of Super Bowl 57-59 between the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Eagles get a big victory over their interconference rivals at this point. So, heck of a game by the Eagles, a heck of a game by Sirianni. It was close towards the end there, but man, that brotherly shove is dangerous, man. It's deadly. So, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching this one. I know these last 2 games were a little weird. Once again, the Bills and the Jets basically got cut off at the fourth quarter because it was such a blowout. And then on top of this one, because the Giants and Cowboys game was going into overtime, we didn't even get to watch a good majority of the first quarter of this game. But luckily, one, we didn't miss any touchdowns. No points were scored while we were gone. And honestly, we didn't miss a whole lot of offense. I think the biggest play during that time that we didn't get a chance to show anything was like a 16-yard catch by A.J. Brown. That was it. So, but thank you for sticking around, man. I'm going to get ready for Sunday Night Football. I hope to see you guys there. And the road to 100 subscribers continues, man. So I will catch you guys in a little bit. Thank you so much. Shout out to Seastrom. Shout out to Dahlia, David for popping in the chat here, man. I appreciate you guys, especially on a busy Sunday. So thank you, and I will catch you guys in a little bit. Again, my name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Thank you.